Welcome in to Game 61 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the people who have said that I will sit the throne today. They've got that mentality. Our courageous friends over at Zappos. It's the rubber match between the Savannah Bananas and the Visitors. With Indianapolis on the line, the Visitors play their sixth and final game of the year. They come in 2-3 and look to finish their brief leg of the tour on a high note. Well, the Bananas are trying to win the Circle City for the first time after they split Indy with the Party Animals a year ago. You take a look now live at a jam-packed Victory Field, home of the Indianapolis Indians, AAA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Over 15,000 fans on hand once again for the third time this weekend as we pop inside the broadcast booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending your virtual Saturday with us here. Once again, this will be the pregame show living here on YouTube and Bally Live. Once first pitch is coming, the game will be on Bally Live and WatchStadium.com. Josh, it has been such a pleasure getting to watch this Visitors team across the last two nights and watching the broadcast back when they battled the Party Animals a couple weekends ago. This is a really incredibly talented team with a lot of future mainstay Banana Ball players certainly in their ranks.
They're a scrappy team, and they've taken games to the wire each of the first two nights here in Indianapolis. They're trying to do it for a third straight game, and it's really nice to have a rubber game as well between the Visitors and the Bananas. The Visitors, of course, claiming game one, and it was last night the Bananas bouncing back. They got timely hits from Michael Deeb and Jackson Olsen, who combined for the 3 walk-offs in the game, but it was the Bananas who were also able to take advantage of 9 ball 4 sprints issued by Visitors pitching. They did not have an incredible command of the zone, but we have a tremendous, I mean absolutely tremendous pitching matchup in store. Danny Do-It-All Hosley, the Bananas closer, is taking the mound tonight for the Bananas from the get-go, and he's opposed by a Banana Ball legend, Stephen Chambly, whose Banana Ball tenure spans all the way back to 2021 when he was a World Tour Party Animal. It's Chambly with a 3.94 career earned run average in Banana Ball, and he was sensational in his first start with the Visitors as well against the Animals.
Yeah, Chambly went 3 innings, only allowed 1 run against the Party Animals. For Hosley, he's one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in Banana Ball history. On Thursday night, he pitched the top of the 9th, and as you can imagine, 1, 2, 3 inning, picked up a strikeout along the way. Just Danny doing what Danny does. Now, this will be the last game that the Visitors play of the 6 they were scheduled this year. Are there any guys on this team that have really surprised you and really made a case that they have to be on an official Banana Ball roster next year?
Well, I think we knew the resume of Travis Munoz, a guy who was in the Chicago White Sox organization, came into Banana Ball and is able to switch hit from both sides of the plate in the middle of ABs. He is jumping from batter's box to batter's box. He's impressed with the trick plays, collected the first ever Banana Ball trick play, catching it in a hat against the Party Animals 2 weekends ago. And last night we saw this guy come a home run shy of the cycle for the Visitors. In terms of guys who were new to the sport of Banana Ball, or at least Banana Land, I should say, there are a lot of Visitors who spent time as collegiate Bananas. Munoz has been one of the most impressive, and of course, we've touched on Correll Prime a ton. He has been unbelievable, not only getting on base, but slugging the ball as well.
We'll see what Munoz, Prime, and the Visitors can do with their last chance to leave a lasting mark on Banana Ball for the year. We've got a lot more to break down in the booth a little later on in the pregame show. For now, we'll get it down to Jesse Cole on the field, who is about to present the folks with the Banana Baby.
Oh, yes. Banana Nation, you know this song. So we need everyone to put your spirit fingers up in the air, both hands all the way around the stadium. And keep it going all throughout the berm and the upper deck, because this has brought the good vibes to the Bananas since we started this tradition. We started our first game back in 2016, and we're going to keep it going, fans. So keep it going for tonight's Banana Baby, Millie. 9 months old, 20 pounds, and feeling the flow, feeling the energy, and looking at all these strangers looking at her. And here she comes one more time, tonight's Banana Baby, Millie!
And now, fans, it's time to meet the starting lineup for the visitors. Leading off at DH number 7, Ty Jackson. Batting second at shortstop, number 1, KJ Jackson. Batting third at first base, number 25, Corel Prime. In the cleanup spot in center field, Armando Bacetta. Batting fifth in left field, number 16, Indiana Stanley. Batting sixth at second base, Travis Munyo. At third base, number 10, Dylan Karahashi Choi Fu. In right field, number 28, Max Free. The extra hitter, number 15, Chris Bazzi Vasquez. And behind the plate, number 24, Taylor Justice. On the mound for the visitors, Stephen Chambly. The visitors are managed by Thomas Simino, assisted by Tim Culver.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing some Bananas power to the plate. His name is Rhett. Rhett is 5 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these visitors. So, can I hear some noise for my dear friend, Rhett? He's digging in the box. He's looking confident up there. Here comes pitch number 1. Big swing. And it's strike one. The count is 0-1. Looks like they're pumping up the crowd out there. I'm not sure how fair this is, but here comes pitch number 2. That ball is crushed to right field, but foul. What a swing right there. Oh my goodness, split! I'm not sure what got him to split, but he doesn't think this fight is very fair. So he's evening up the playing field. The ball's on the tee. Rhett, whenever you're ready, my friend. Boom! And that ball is foul. What an at-bat we have here. Rhett is battling. The count's 0-2. And the ball's coming back to the tee. And Rhett is squaring up to it. Here comes the pitch, and that ball's crushed into first base. And Prime kicks it like he's playing soccer. He's gonna be safe at first base, and he looks like he's content. Psych! He's on his way to second base. He's bumbling, tumbling, stumbling his way, rounding second, heading to third. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Rhett's rounding third, headed to the plate. Here comes the throw. It's gonna be not in time. Home run for Rhett.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to learn the rules of our game. The name of the game is Banana Ball. And in Banana Ball, we have 11 rules. Rule number 1, every inning counts. You win the inning, you get a point. How do you win the inning? Score more runs than the other team. The final inning counts the most, where every run counts for a point. Rule number 2, we have 9 innings or a 2-hour time limit, unless. Rule number 3, if we are tied, it will force a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder. Rule number 4, there is no bunting because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you are thrown out of the game. Swing the bat. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base. Rule number 6, there are no walks in Banana Ball. Ball 4 is a sprint. The runner can go as far as they want until all 9 fielders touch the ball. Rule number 7, batters may not step out of the batter's box. If they do, we'll call it a strike. Rule number 8, there are no mound visits. Rule number 9, the Banana Ball challenge rule. During the game, each team has an opportunity to challenge one close umpire call per game. And Vince, I know you're not happy about it, but not only did they get a chance to challenge you, so do the fans. Your fan challenge representative tonight, he is ready to go. He's rocking the robe. It's Kevin. Oh, Vince does not like Kevin. Don't let that deter you, Kevin. I got your back, buddy. Rule number 10, the golden batter rule. Once per game, each team can take any hitter in their lineup and have them bat in any spot. And finally, the most fans first rule of them all. Indianapolis, did you bring your gloves with you tonight? Oh, that's good. Because if any of you fans catch a foul ball in this game, it counts for an out. And those are the rules of Banana Ball. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a little competition between the visitors and the Savannah Bananas. This one looks simple on surface level, but is extremely difficult. It's an immense test of endurance and strength from both teams. This is the Banana Ball handstand competition. It's exciting, I promise. When I say go, all members of both teams, the Bananas and the visitors, are going to go ahead and do a handstand. The last team that has anyone in a handstand before the other team all falls over will be declared the winner. Bananas, are you ready? Visitors, are you ready? Well, let's get down to the starting positions. On your marks, get set, go! There they go. A number of Bananas go down, and so do the visitors. We've got a few. That's illegal. Corey Cabano can't do that, my friend. We've got a few strong contenders here with the visitors, and we've got 3 remaining for the Savannah Bananas. They're moving all over. We're down to 2 and 2. Up. 1 visitor remains. 2 Bananas remain. This is a true test of endurance. We're down to 1 versus 1. This is high stakes. Who's it gonna be? The tension, you can cut it with a knife. I don't know if we have replays. The Bananas are going with the win here. The Savannah Bananas and Coach Rack with the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boy,
please
that
direct
is
your attention
controversial.
down the right
Let's
field line.
make the final decision here. We've got the replay on Bananas television. Whose feet hit the ground first? Boy, I think that's,
Wow.
It depends what the regulations are for what body part. Like in football, with the shoulders or your butt or your knees hitting the ground, that means that the runner is down. Here in the handstand competition, the butt for Robert Anthony Cruz, or rather the feet of Robert Anthony Cruz touched after the butt of KJ Jackson, but the feet of Kyle touched after Rax Tukis. Josh, what's your decision?
The rules, they weren't clearly defined.
Never
I think
have
that is
been.
something we're going to have to get a committee together. We're going to determine them. I feel like that was a move from Vincent Chapman to finally give the Bananas a win in the handstand competition, since they had so much unfortunate luck against Zach Blankenship and Logan Lacey.
Correct. They were combined, by my count, 0 for 5. 3 wins for Blankenship, 2 wins for Lacey. And KJ Jackson, boy, he put up a heck of a fight. Rack, once again, the last guy standing. Zach Phillips has been tremendous. You saw he was second to last for the Nanners there as well. That was bang bang. I would call it a tie personally. I know that's not what 15,000 people came here to see. It felt like they both hit the ground at the same time. Okay, let's continue here with the pregame festivities and take a look at the box score from last night's game. It was a Nanners 3-2 win after the visitors won by the very same score on night 1. And boy, Jackson Olsen was unbelievable. His first 2 trips to the plate, both walk-off doubles, picked up 3 RBIs. I don't know why you see 2 RBIs and 3 RBIs there. He picked up 3 RBIs, 2 doubles.
It was a really close game between the visitors and the Bananas. The Bananas able to pull away in the late stages of the game, getting the go-ahead walk-off in the 8th inning courtesy of Michael Deeb. And you saw the visitors collect 15 hits. I don't think a lot of people realize just how many hits those visitors had offensively, but only able to score in, let's see, 3 innings last night, but only picking up 2 points. And for the Bananas, they only had 6 hits, but what was key for them, they drew 9 ball 4 sprints against visitors pitching. And of course, you saw Jackson Olsen come away with the showman of the night. Michael Deeb had a walk-up, and you also had pretty big offensive nights from Bill Leroy, who was 2 for 3, and D.R. Meadows 0 for 1, but reached base 3 times on 3 sprints.
And Jackie with 2 walk-offs. I believe that middle 2 RBIs is supposed to be 2 walk-offs. I have figured it out. Okay, let's continue on. The visitors have been unbelievable with their trick plays, especially Armando Becerra, KJ Jackson, and Dylan Kurahashi Choifu. So let's go back to a couple weekends ago. Mondo, he has been unbelievable going behind the back. He's a perfect 8 for 8 on his trick plays. KFC shown that he can look a runner back to third and go between the legs. He is 6 of 7 in his attempts. And the visitors' shortstops, well, he pulled off the best one he's had on the tour. Perfect 6 for 6. That was to begin the bottom of the first last night. These guys have been unbelievable. Becerra, Jackson, and Kurahashi Choifu, all with more trick plays than games played. There's only 2 guys on the Bananas and Party Animals each that can say that. Nobody on the Firefighters.
Well, the visitors are averaging almost 7 trick plays per game this season. And of course, we've seen Armando Becerra doing some really impressive things. Trick plays in each of the 2 games here in Indianapolis. And between Armando, KJ Jackson, and Dylan Kurahashi Choifu, we've only had 1 trick play missed between the 3 of them. It was from Choifu, but you've got Becerra, who's perfect, KJ Jackson, who's perfect, and you've got a couple of the guys who have been manning second base, Travis Munoz and Christopher Vasquez, with 3 trick plays apiece.
And Prime Munoz and Vazzy combined 9 for 10 on their trick play attempts. So this visitors team is just really incredible when it comes to the trick plays. Let's take a look at this powerful pitching matchup tonight, because it's about as good as you could ever imagine in Banana Ball. Danny Hosley, the best we have ever seen on the bump, opposed by Stephen Chambly, who goes all the way back to the One City World Tour, and his Banana Ball career is incredible.
It is a phenomenal pitching matchup. Of course, we know what Danny Hosley is capable of doing. He's only blown 1 save this season for the Bananas. He's about to make his 6th start this season, and the numbers are just as good out of the rotation as they are out of the bullpen. It's Hosley with a 2.77 earned run average when starting on the mound. And for Stephen Chambly, the guy understands Banana Ball. He had a very successful first outing against the Party Animals, pitching 3 credited innings. Did allow a home run to Reese Hampton that was the only walk-off and point the Party Animals were able to score against him. But all 3 of the innings Chambly was able to complete finished in under 3 minutes. It was really impressive stuff.
Can't wait to see Hosley and Chambly on the bump. That will be about 5 minutes down the road. For now, we're going to toss it down to the field because Jesse Cole has a young fan who is warming up the lot of them. Over 15,000, the full capacity crowd getting stretched and ready to rumble. As I said, first pitch about 5 minutes away. That will be on Valley Live and WatchStadium.com. Completely free to watch whichever way you would like to see it. Jesse, you can take it over.
Ready. Skylar, look around. 15,000 people going crazy for you. Let's hear it for 6-year-old Skylar.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, and thousands more still watching at home, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Savannah to Indiana, from Maine to Fort Wayne, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the Crucible, where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 15,000 people here in Indianapolis to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas, baby! Leading off in center field, number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. Batting second, the extra hitter, number 19, Dan Ober. Batting third, the DH, Michael Vitamin T. At the cleanup spot, the catcher, Eric Jones. Batting fifth, at second base, she is a member of the Team USA Women's Baseball Team, Ashton Lansdale. In left field, number 15, Robert Anthony Cruz. At third base, wearing number 8, he's our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. In right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. At shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. And at first base, number 17, Brandon Showtime Crosby. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas tonight, number 18, give it up for Danny Hosley. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Viro Virant and Ray Ortega. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Allison Broadhurst.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Allison Broadhurst.
It is game 61 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the folks who know it is always worth it to lose an eye if you gain a dragon, our fire-breathing friends over at Zappos. It's the last visitors game of the year, and Indianapolis is on the line. See how the Bananas line up defensively here in the rubber game. Left to right in the outfield, it's Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexianos. Third to first in the infield, you see Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Ashton Lansdell, and Brandon Crosby. Catching is Eric Jones Jr., and starting on the mound is Danny Hosley.
We saw one of the more impressive trick plays of Robert Anthony Cruz's career last night. As a little off balance, he was still able to rip a backflip catch in the second inning to rob the visitors of a base knock. It was a really incredible play. Meanwhile, it's going to be interesting to see if Ashton Lansdell has any trick plays up firstly, manning second base for the Bananas early in this ballgame. And for D.R. Meadows, it is start number 50 at center field for him this season. He is also still looking to become the first outfielder in Banana Ball history to 50 trick plays in a single season.
Zoom in on Danny Doolittle, the pride of Vienna, Virginia. 3-pitch mix, 4-seam fastball, the Vulcan changeup, which is the best pitch in Banana Ball history, and the 12-6 curve he uses so well as well. The numbers for the second straight tour are unbelievable.
It is unreal what Danny Hosley does every time he takes the mound for the Bananas. He had just 3 starts for them last year in 2023. Danny Doolittle's making start number 6 this season, and he has a 4-minute and 13-second average MPI when he's starting on the mound with a 2.77 ERA in that span. And he also has only allowed 2 ball-4 sprints while striking out 18 batters when pitching from the get-go. The ERA plus when he starts, 184, meaning he's 84% better than the tour average pitcher, and its opponents batting just .233 against him this season. And when Hosley took the mound against the visitors on Thursday, we saw him finish the inning in just 1 minute and 32 seconds.
3-star peepers on that visitors lineup. He was able to strike out Ty Jackson in that 1-2-3 frame. He'll be at the top. Kyle Jackson right behind him. Correll Prime drew up third. Armando Becerra cleaning it up. It's Indiana Stanley, Travis Munoz, and Dylan Kurahashi tried through in the middle. Here's Jesse Cole.
So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off for the visitors.
Thank you very much, Jesse. Never lets me get through the line. Bottom 3, Max Freese, Christopher Vasquez, and Taylor Justice. For the battle to get us going here. Circle City is on the line tonight. This is the last time we get to see the visitors play. And Ty Jackson is a sight for sore eyes. Started and left all 3 games this weekend, but in the second inning an evening ago, collided with his center fielder, Becerra. And Ty, it seemed like, was trying to pull off a behind-the-back trick play. At full speed into his 2022 Bananas teammate. And was shaken up, taken out of the game. Athletic trainer Francis Gilbert said he is A-OK today, no concussion symptoms. It's great to see him back in the lineup.
Yeah, happy to have Ty, of course. He's trying to be the spark plug for this offense tonight. And just the extra precaution being taken, putting Ty in the designated hitter spot rather than letting him play in the field.
This one high to center field. D.R. Meadows eyeing it up. Backflipping, making the catch. What a way for his 50th trick play of the tour.
To start the ball game, D.R. Meadows rips the signature backflip catch and becomes the first outfielder to 50 trick plays in a single season in Banana Ball history. Quite the accomplishment for the doctor.
Grabbed 42 trick plays a tour ago. Across an 84-game season. He did not get to play in all of those games because of an illness in the middle. This year he does it in the Bananas' 54th game played. Unbelievable stuff. As KJ Jackson fooled twice on Hosley's Vulcan changeup. KJ has been unbelievable as that one gets the top outside corner. And it's 3 pitches, 3 strikes. He's back to the dugout.
And nothing but off speed for Danny Do-It-All, too. I think KJ Jackson was certainly expecting to get at least 1 heater. And you see Eric Jones Jr. nailing the frame on the outside corner to get that strike 3 call from Chapman.
Hosley is not too proud to give you nothing but off speed. Starts the former minor leaguer Correll Prime off with the slow stuff, then gives him a heater. That one deep to left. Cruz to the track, the wall. He's watching it sail out of here. No doubt dinger for Correll Prime. His second of the summer. And the visitors strike first.
An impressive smash from Correll Prime. Just missed leaving the yard on Thursday night against Noah Nisnik. Now tags the best pitcher on the Bananas, Danny Hosley. And that has been the only bugaboo for Haas on the mound this season. The 5th home run he surrendered.
It is prime time here in Indianapolis. Guy who spent 6 years in the Rockies minor league system, another as a Texas Rangers farmhand. He is now 9 for 20 with 2 home runs, a triple, and 3 doubles. And he ties Armando Becerra for the team lead in RBIs with 7. Armando steps in, and he is fooled by the changeup.
For Prime, that could very well be that exclamation mark that it takes for him to get on a future Banana Ball team in 2025 as Danny Hosley gets another 3-pitch strikeout, this time of Armando Becerra, elevating the fastball and getting out of the first in 3 minutes and 34 seconds despite allowing the home run.
I'll be honest, Prime could go 0 for 5 today with 5 strikeouts. He'll be on a Banana Ball team next year. But it doesn't hurt to start his final game of the summer with a dinger. Let's take a look at the visitors' defensive alignment from left to right in their outfield. It's Indiana Stanley, Armando Becerra, and Max Friese. In the infield, third to first, Dylan Kurahashi, Choi Fu, Kyle Jackson, Travis Monyo, and Correll Prime. Behind the dish, it is Taylor Justice, and on the bump is Stephen Chambly.
Well, through 5 games, the visitors with 33 total trick plays. Armando Becerra, their center fielder, has led the way with 8, and he hasn't missed a single one. Meanwhile, Dylan Kurahashi, Choi Fu, entering last night, had 3 straight games with 2 trick plays, was unable to get one last night. We'll try and get back in that department here in the finale in Indy. And for the first time, it is Max Friese getting the start defensively in right field. He'll try and see if he can tally a trick play tonight.
Let's zoom in on Stephen Chambly, currently warming up in the third base coach's box as we have the world's slowest race going on in the infield. Take a look at the numbers for Chamblizi when he was a party animal all the way back on the One City World Tour.
Stephen Chambly appearing in his 7th career Banana Ball game, and it's going to be his 4th start. He has 2 wins and 0 losses in his Banana Ball career and owns a 3.94 Banana Ball earned run average and a 4-minute and 24-second career MPI. And in his first start with the visitors, he picked up the win, throwing 3 credited innings, only giving up 2 hits and 1 earned run, allowing no sprints and getting 2 strikeouts. And all 3 innings that he threw were under 3 minutes. And Chambly commands the zone very well. The only blemish was a home run that he allowed to Reese Hampton 2 weekends ago.
We're currently checking in on the largest world's slowest race in Banana Ball history. There are 11 toddlers out there. None of them are moving, so we look now at the Bananas starting lineup. DR Meadows at the top, as per usual. Dan Oberst and Michael Deeb behind him. Eric Jones Jr. cleaning it up. It'll be Ashton Lansdell making her offensive Banana Ball debut today in the 5-hole. And Robert Anthony Cruz, Jackson Olsen, Reese Alexiadis, Ryan Cox, and Brandon Crosby to round it out.
DR started the game hot defensively. Now he will try and start this one hot offensively. Of course, DR leading the tour with a .358 batting average and batting .370 in first innings this year.
We'll start here for Chambly. Earned the first win in Party Animals history back on the One City World Tour, March 20th of 2021. Earned the first win in visitors history a couple weekends ago. Also a guy who induced the first foul out to a fan, the first foul out officially to a fan off the bat of Zach Whalen on that same historic March 20th date. That ball cranked foul into the netting. Chambly even has pitched for the Bananas in his banana ball career. Last year in Sugar Land, Texas, came in and threw for the Nanners. DR behind him in center, who flies this one to Freese for out number 1.
Again, this is Max Freese's first defensive start for the visitors. He was otherwise designated hitting or extra hitting for this ball club. Thought about ripping the trick play early, but shading his glove from the sun, decided he would get that first out and keep DR off the bases.
Remember, in banana ball, every inning is a game within itself. Every inning counts as a point. Now Dan Oberst steps in. He fouls this deep down the right field line. Oh my goodness. Just a few feet away from an opposite field home run that would have knotted this inning at a run each. Oberst, one of the best hitters in our young sports history. And that one smoked deep to right. Freese is going to watch this pound off the wall. Oberst testing his arm. And the throw will be cut off. It's a one-out double for Dan the man.
Well, we've seen a pretty quiet series for Dan so far in Indianapolis. Most productive plate appearance he's had resulted in a sacrifice fly for the Bananas last night. Finally picks up his first hit in the series, and it's a big one.
Dan came in 0 for 6 in the series. Brought his batting average down to 347, his on-base percentage down to 399. Still astronomical numbers. Michael Deeb is having a terrific fourth world tour. Nice throw to third. Taylor Justice guns down Oberst, trying to swipe third base.
Taylor Justice ready for the aggressive Dan Oberst to try and take off for third base there. And we've seen this cannon plenty in Banana Land when Justice was a 2022 collegiate Banana. Threw out 42% of base runners and just threw out the first one in his banana ball career.
Calling a strike now on Deeb. It's only the second time Oberst has been caught stealing in a dozen tries this year. Deeb, the former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer. Deep to left center. Beseda taps it up in the air and can't come away with the trick play. It's the first time he has failed in 9 trick play attempts. And the Bananas still breathe the inning-tying run in scoring position.
That is certainly not what you were expecting for Armando Becerra, but wasn't quite able to get the glove on the banana ball whatsoever as that one wound up behind him. Could have been one of those trick plays where he was trying to team up with his left fielder, Indiana Stanley, but hopefully does not hurt him with the bases empty as Eric Jones Jr. scalds this to Travis Munoz, who can't handle it. Malachi Mitchell, who came in to pinch run for Michael Deeb, is able to take advantage of the misplay and score. The Bananas have tied the inning at 1 run apiece.
An unearned run, of course, on Chamblee. And that was a hot one. The former White Sox minor leaguer manning second base. Picks up his first career banana ball error. And on a trick play missed and an E4. The Bananas tie the inning. Now Ashton Lansdell takes her first career banana ball at bat. To pitch an evening ago. He was able to retire Armando Becerra. They were both at Florida International University. Ashton playing softball, Mondo playing baseball a year ago. Now Ashton transferring to Ole Miss. Eric Jones Jr. got a terrific jump. He will steal second. It's a perfect 10 for 10 on his stolen base attempts on the tour. Ashton can swing the heck out of the bat. Fouls the heater off. Chamblee sits 90 to 92 with the fastball. Lansdell's participated in the Home Run Derby X for a few years now with banana ball legends Jocelyn Allo, Johnny Gomes, and Nick Swisher as Corral Prime rips the trick play, gets it over to Chamblee. A broken bat for Ashton. And Chamblee able to limit the damage to 1 unearned run. The inning ends tied, and we still have no points in this ballgame.
Close play that Corral Prime almost lost with all of the transfers, but the last minute still able to juggle that one. Flip it to Stephen Chamblee, and through 1, Neither team able to score a point in the ball game.
We head to the second inning. Roses being delivered to folks in the stands. And Alex Ziegler comes in to play first base, joins us on the mic. Ziggy, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Never better, buddy. How has Indianapolis been treating you?
It's so much fun. I loved it last year. I love it this year.
And what's it like having your new teammate, Ashton Lansdell, at second base? You saw her pitching last night and grounding out there in her first career banana ball at bat, but she clearly belongs.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we warmed up today, and we did some cool tricks out there, so I'm excited to see what we can do today.
Ziggy, can you give us any hints of what Ashton might have up her sleeve?
She might go between the legs, probably. She's definitely gonna get a trick play if something comes to her. She's gonna rock it. And I'm gonna try to do something crazy too if she does something crazy.
I like the sound of that, Ziggy. You have changed the first base landscape.
I appreciate that.
We've seen some behind-the-back trick plays attempted before you came onto the scene as a first baseman, but nobody has done it like you, and you've really inspired guys like EJ, Dan Oberst, Jason Swan, and Brandon Crosby to start trying to go behind the back over there at first as well. But you lead all first basemen when it comes to the behind-the-back trick plays on throws. You have 17 trick plays on the tour.
17, wow, that's awesome.
Indiana Stanley steps in here against Hosley and swings at a ball that bounced well in front of home plate. Indy loves to swing it.
He does.
And Hosley's got nasty stuff. That can be a tough combination.
I would never want to face Hosley, never in my life. He's so gross. Wow, oh, it might go now.
He's able to check his swing. Have you ever gotten a live AB off of Danny?
No, he's done it a couple times and I just said, no way. I'm not doing that. No way.
I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah. I should have worn my sunglasses, but I can still see it pretty good.
2-2 on Indiana.
Wow.
Swing.
Wow.
And a miss. EJ lost control of the banana ball, but Stanley did not make contact. Strikeout number 3 for Danny as Ziggy will step on the bag to confirm the out. So as Travis Munoz, the second baseman, steps in, Ziggy, can you walk us through the strategy for you at approaching trick plays at first base?
I go in with confidence. That's about it. You know, like most of them are behind the back. That's pretty good, but like the lower ones, I can definitely see them pretty quickly, and I can go under the legs with that. But the one I tried yesterday was like pretty much impossible. That was like 2 feet over my head, but I tried to do it.
It would have been legendary if you could have somehow contorted your body to make it happen.
Yeah.
4 bad ones to Munoz. He earns a sprint. All 7 bananas, including our man on the mic, have to touch the ball before it's live, and Travis is content with 1 base on his 3rd ball 4 sprint.
Now, Ziggy, when it comes to trick plays, how are you deciding what opportunities to rip trick plays?
Honestly,
are you just full go all the time?
I'm thinking about it all the time, honestly. You know, because like I don't get the most opportunities, and when I do, I just want to give it everything I got.
5 straight balls now. Hosley has been one of the best control pitchers in banana ball history. It's not often that he gives free passes away. And even though he threw 5 straight bad ones, Dylan Kurahashi Choi Fu was ready to rumble when he got his fastball. Thumbs up empty. KFC, the 3rd baseman, has hit to a lot of tough luck so far across his 5 games as a visitor.
Good pitch. Good pitch. Live there.
Joe Nelson Smith Jr. will immediately pinch run for Munoz, the designated runner, as that one just misses a smidge outside.
2-2 count. 2-2, yeah, 2-2.
You're aiding the enemy. Fastball.
It's just baseball talk. That's always been with me.
Strikeout number 4 for Haas. 4 of his 5 outs now of the game. Yeah, no,
I was an umpire for 5 years as well, so like that's just like a habit. It's such a habit.
I think you did the right thing though, Ziggy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all friends here in Banana Land.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey!
Joe Nelson got an insane jump on that one. Nelly with his 3rd steal in as many tries. guy who was 29 for 35 in his stolen base attempts in his 4 years of college action.
Live there.
It's definitely a pretty remarkable jump by Smith Jr. and Positive is already pretty much going into his delivery, so if he had stepped off, probably would have been one of those rare balk calls in banana ball.
First base umpire Cal Allman says that Max Friis did not go around.
How are you guys doing tonight? You guys doing good?
No complaints, Ziggy.
Good.
I mean, we're living the dream, man. Uh-oh!
Oh, yeah.
We've got a pickle.
I'm getting in this.
And Ryan Cox gets the out without making a throw. Textbook pickle defense.
Hopefully you didn't hear that, but...
Oh, we got it loud and clear. Alex Ziegler.
I am mic'd up.
Dad, if you're watching, I love you.
Dad, Mom and Dad, I know you're watching. I love you guys.
Hey, thanks.
It's good to get all the shout-outs. Thanks, Dalton, Ziggy. We love you. Thank you so much.
Love you guys so much, man.
Keep killing it out there, Zig.
There goes Alex Ziegler. There's nobody like Ziggy. And there's nobody like Sam Bauman. Sam, what do you got for us, buddy?
Hey, Biko. Hey, Josh. We're talking about Ashton Lansdale today. Of course, she's only been here a couple days as a Savannah Banana officially, but she's already leaving her mark from a great outing on the mound yesterday, starting at second today. And, of course, we saw the reception when she took her at-bat just last inning. But it's not just her play that's got people looking at her. It's actually something she wears. Yeah, that's right. She wears a pearl necklace. It's a real pearl necklace that's been handed down through generations. She got it from her godmother, who got it from her grandmother.
Pearls, I've been known for wearing my pearls for the past 2 to 3 years. These are the pearls right here. They're freshwater pearls. We did the math just the other day, and they're over like 130 years old. So they're very sentimental to me, to her, to our family, and Pearls for the Girls is kind of what came out of it, so yeah. Oh yeah, I know, I think Cox might have, or somebody has like a half a pearl strand on their necklace and stuff, so I think it's definitely gonna start a little trend, and maybe I'll even bring something out here for the guys.
Yeah, guys, I'll be quick here, but it won't be any time at all for Ashton Lansdale's pearl necklace. Everybody's got one on. The guys, the fans, they're all going to be going pearls for the girls. Back to the action. Biko, Josh.
Thank you so much, Sam. The boys down on the field going quick. That was a lightning fast warm-up for Stephen Chambly and the visitors. 1 pitch, 1 out as he induces a pop-up from Robert Anthony Cruz. And Travis Munoz grabs it. Step back pitch. That one barreled deep out to right. And it's going to be off the glove of Max Friis as he lays out. Olsen's digging for 3. Relay from Munoz. On the money. Jackie with 2 doubles yesterday. This one will go in the books as a double here. He was looking for his first triple of the tour.
Well, Jackson obviously saw that one getting away from Friis, although didn't roll that much farther past him. I think it was a little too aggressive of a send from Tyler Gillum to try and get Jackie to stretch that into 3 bases. Bananas run themselves into an out here in the bottom of the second.
Friis and Munoz both get an assist as Alexiadis sends that one right back where it came from. Friis aboard with 2 down. He represents the inning-winning run. And the shortstop, Ryan Cox, will swing away. Alexiadis, always a threat to run. 7 for 8 in his stolen base tries here on his first World Tour.
We saw Alexiadis with a successful stolen base attempt against Taylor Justice last night at third base.
This one chopped through the 4-hole. Reese gets the send from Gillum. Another great relay from Munoz. This time he didn't have a chance to get the Manners' speedy right fielder. And a pair of 2-out singles. The inning-winning run now 90 feet away for Brandon Crosby. And he's got some friends will help him make his way to the dish. Indianapolis Colts cheerleaders creating the tunnel for Crosby. In a natural Banana Land fashion, flips galore, and a choreographed dance to boot. You'll see that one on the tick in the top.
Immaculate moves from Brandon Crosby, the Colts cheerleaders as well, and now it's showtime trying to see if he can lead the Bananas to a key score early in this ball game.
Brandon has 3 inning enders on the tour thus far. Cox takes off for second. Justice makes the throw. Alexiadis, the guy who truly matters. Showtime gets a 2-0. Sends this one to right. Reese on the run. Tracks it down. Chambly survives once again. And we're still scoreless through 2.
Great work by Chambly, able to escape trouble in the second. And that's where that base running blunder by Jackson Olsen, getting gunned down at third base, really comes back to hurt the Bananas early in this ball game. But for now, let's not worry about that. It's time for the player dance.
Job by Maceo Harrison, joined by Malachi Mitchell, Andy Archer, Noah Nisnik, and DJ the Invader. All the usual suspects as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Each team scored a run in the first. Both were held scoreless in the second. Now Hosley attacks the bottom 3 in the visitors' order. Max Freese, Christopher Vasquez, and Taylor Justice through to swing it. The pride of Cleves, Ohio. Cleves grew up about 20 minutes from downtown Cincinnati. Always has been tremendous with the bat. Seen that in his young banana ball career. 4 for 9 with a double and a ball 4 sprint. It's a menacing stance and a powerful swing as he uncoils and comes up empty on the Vulcan changeup.
We had the benefit of seeing 3 pitches against Danny Hosley before he was able to pick off Joe Nelson Smith Jr. Now it's Freese finding himself with a 2-2 count and just fouling this one, not able to keep it fair down that left field line.
It's a guy who hit .388 with a .482 on base percentage, slugged .712 this past spring. His final campaign at Earlham College. Gonna hold off as the changeup's yanked outside, ready for a 3-2 now. Cutting a miss, gets the change again. And that is strikeout number 5 for Danny Duadall.
The Bananas are always very careful with their usage of Danny Hosley in starts, whether to send him out for a 3rd inning or not. But Hosley, 5 strikeouts, they feel like he's rolling at the moment. Only 36 pitches so far as well.
The extra hitter. As he out of Orlando, Florida. Gone through the resume across the weekend. One of the most accomplished banana ballers of all time. His name all over the record books. Most recently, professionally, outside of Banana Ball, was in the Pioneer League, the Empire League, and Atlantic League before that. And those are some ugly swings. Boy, Danny has the Vulcan changeup working tonight. 6 of his 8 outs have come via the K.
We saw him collect the strikeout as well when he appeared in the 9th on Thursday, so he's already struck out 7 visitors in this series. This is impressive stuff for Danny Hosley. You can see him counting the punch-outs on the pitcher's mound.
One of the greatest strikeout pitchers in Banana Ball history, Ethan Scujay. The only man with a higher strikeout rate on this tour. And the fastball behind the keister. The kid out of Thousand Oaks, California. 2022 Pettit Cup champion with the Nanners, Taylor Justice. Fouled out to a fan last night. Checked that off his Banana Ball bucket list. Talked about it. He told me that he truly wanted to achieve the feat. Tipped his cap to the crowd, had smiled ear to ear. Now he would like to steal first base and get a 2-base sprint. And all of his Banana Ball dreams will have come true.
No trick play. That is surprising.
He could care less about it. Tough to get him when you're a catcher. Steady diet of off speed. Hosley rings the bell, strikes out the side, and has 7 strikeouts through 3 innings.
Danny Hosley's stuff on the pitcher's mound is absolutely ridiculous right now. And he just struck out the side in 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Another look, 12-6 curveball. Freezes Justice, who knew it? Toss it down to the field to Jesse Cole.
All right, down the field we go here, victory field, Jesse Cole. As we're throwing donuts all around this stadium, we're going to do a brand new promotion down here called Love is Blind. We've got 2 amazing couples. We've got Cole and his wife Katrina down there. And we got Corey and we got Andrea over there. They've been married for 5 years each. And we're going to see how good their love is and how good they can communicate when things get hard. Because here's what's going to happen. The gentlemen and the husbands are going to be completely blindfolded. They're going to have to run the second, touch the base, then pick up their wives blindfolded. Then touch third, still blindfolded with their wives on top of them. Then run through the finish line, and we're going to see who has the best couple when love is blind. Gentlemen, are you ready? Blindfolds on. Full speed, go! And it looks like Cole's behind. Corey's going. They're guessing. Where are they going? They're going to touch the base. Get that where she goes. Oh, they're running into each other. And there goes Cole. She's guiding him. Katrina's doing good. She's slapping his butt. What is happening? All right, they've got third. They're still guiding. Cole is off to a big finish. Oh, he almost lost her. And the finish. And there we have it. With our winner, Cole and Katrina. And second, you can tell their love is strong.
I'd love to slap the blindfold on, have you hop on my back, and see how we could compete against the folks in Love is Blind.
I think I agree with you, and you know, I think it makes sense in the physics world for me to probably be on your back. I think I probably weigh a little less than you.
I think so. I'm dense. You got a low center of gravity.
It's the wrestler's build.
I knew all the blood, sweat, and tears from 4 years old to 18 would finally pay off at some point. Josh and I getting to compete in Love is Blind will really be the fruit of our labors. Back up the middle, base knock for D.R. Meadows. And just like that, the inning-winning run here in the third is aboard.
Good start for the Bananas in the third. D.R. Meadows reached base 3 times last night, all via the sprint. That was his first hit this series in Indianapolis.
Of course, as we mentioned on the pregame show, he did pick up 3 ball 4 sprints last night. He was all over the bag. Alex Ziegler will swing it with the doctor aboard. Blown away by the Chambly heater. So it's a curveball and changeup in. Just a 3-pitch mix as Ziggy pokes this one foul off the netting. Chambly, a guy started at FAU, a couple years at Broward College, finished up at Bryant. And as he breaks off that curveball right there and gets a 3-pitch K of Ziggy, who sorts himself.
Ziggy really with nothing to sweat about, even though it's a 3-pitch strikeout. Chambly with that extra stutter or pause on his delivery. Took so long, D.R. Meadows was able to steal second base standing up as Michael Deeb chops this one down the first base line. And Correll Prime with the bounce pass. Stephen Chambly fields it behind the back for an absurd double trick play in this ball game. How did Chambly do it?
That might be the greatest trick play by a pitcher in Banana Ball history. Tyler Gillum playing Wordle, try and figure out who his next hitter will be. It's not Leroy, it's not Olsen. It will be Jones. The letters were yellow, just had to get him in the right spot to flip a green. I cannot fathom what my eyeballs just sent to my brain. Stephen Chambly, for the first trick play in his Banana Ball career, which started all the way back on the One City World Tour in 2021, just went behind the back on the run on a bounce pass from Correll Prime, all the while stepping on the base to get Deeb, who was barreling down the line.
Again, we've talked so much about how much time these guys put into practicing trick plays. But that's one of those plays I cannot fathom you are practicing a whole lot. That's just pure athleticism from Chamblizi.
2-1 count here on the former Twins and Mariners minor leaguer. World Tour leader in homers, Eric Jones Jr. yanks that one foul just a little earlier, else he would have had his tour leading 9th bomb. 2-2, fouled straight back. Chambly most recently was pitching for the Adelaide Giants in the Australian Baseball League. It was this past winter. Training for a return to Banana Ball. Fires the fastball high. This is where Banana Ball is so cruel if you're a pitcher. Ball 4 will lose the inning. Chambly has to throw one in the zone against one of the best hitters we've ever seen. Challenges him with the heater. It's yanked foul. We'll do it again.
It's a confident approach from Stephen Chambly and really shows that more than anything, he just trusts his defense behind him to be able to come up with the out against Eric Jones Jr., who swings at the next 3-2. KJ Jackson collects this one, front rolls, and fires it over to Correll Prime. That is the first trick play of that variation we have ever seen, and it gets the visitors out of the inning without allowing a point to the Bananas. My goodness!
Another look, smooth as silk. Prime with the pick. And with the inning on the line, K-Jack pulls off a brand new trick play. This is the 174th Banana Ball game ever played. And that's the first time we've ever seen that. Let's take a look back. At last year in Indianapolis, we told the story on Thursday night. Max Friis was a fan. It was the Saturday day game. And Max randomly selected from the stands to participate in the blindfolded pillow fight. He's the shirtless man spinning right there. And he's going to get after it with the Clay Camp family and friends. And look at the powerful swings from Friis. He loses the stuffing in his pillow early, and that does not ruin his day at all. He's just swinging that pillowcase around. like it's nobody's business.
I don't particularly feel bad for the Clay Camp family. I feel bad for the pillow. That thing took absolute abuse.
I mean, this was an outstanding performance. Free says it was probably the craziest 30 seconds of his life. And at the end of it all, he gets the largest ovation from the full capacity crowd and was ecstatic to be declared the winner by the masses. Donaldson will be the new man on the mound as we head to the fourth. Reese in right field tonight, hitting 8th. And as we're at the top of the order, that means it'll take a pretty powerful visitors rally to get Reese up to the dish here in the first of the fourth.
This is the 19th time we've seen Jared Donaldson toe the slab for the Bananas. Quickly ahead in the count, 1 and 2 against Ty Jackson. And the impressive number for Jared Donaldson, when he follows Danny Hosley in ball games, he has a 4.35 earned run average, a 4-minute and 44-second average MPI this season, and also picked up one of his 2 wins following Haas on the 27th of April against the Party Animals.
Hosley, for his part, was unbelievable tonight. Gives up the solo home run to Correll Prime. And that's all the damage done across 3 innings. Gave up a ball for a sprint. Got 7 of his 9 outs via the punch-out. 7 strikeouts in 3 innings of 1-run ball.
Kyle Arjona's record lives on.
This one rolled to first by Bill Leroy. Ziggy grabs it between the legs and taps on the bag just ahead of the headfirst dive from Jackson. Al Ullman, the first base umpire, with the call. The visitors were successful on both of their challenges a night ago. Here's another look. The splitter that got the out. What's the trick play ruling there?
I don't give that a trick play.
To anybody.
No, we abolished the catcher rolling the ball up the line last year.
And so 2023. A.J. Jackson with a 1-0 count, waiting for Donaldson, Olsen, Cox, and Meadows to finish their dance. And I cannot believe he didn't swing. Got an inside the Parker off Dalton Ponce's 6-2-2 a couple weekends ago. Blasted one on a hop off the 400-foot fence at Grayson Stadium. Swung at the 3-2-2 pitch he got earlier this weekend, but we'll wait for strikes this time up. And on the bottom of the knees, there's strike 1.
Close call, but it's a good thing that KJ Jackson didn't go ahead and take off for first base. The Bananas would have had an easy shot at a caught stealing a first.
Gets the splitter there, comes up empty. Another splitter, another swing and a miss. And from 3-0 to a strikeout for Jared Donaldson, his first. Check that. That's back-to-back Ks for Donnie to kick off his outing.
He's done it in just 2.5 minutes so far. We saw Donnie in his last outing for 2 2/3 innings. Both of those registered in less than 3 minutes. He had a 2-minute 47-second average MPI against the Firefighters on night 3 in Nashville.
Donaldson, the 2022 Peach Belt Pitcher of the Year. Leaning on that splitter, about 50% of his pitches at Georgia Southwestern State. Once again, second straight hitter. He's falling behind 3-0. And he has had trouble this year. Control has been the bugaboo. And Prime swinging on 3-0, sends that right back where it came from. He's got a home run and a single. 2 at-bats into his night.
Makes perfect sense that Prime would be swinging 3-0. Already collected the home run. Thought he could take another big hack against Jared Donaldson and lead the yard a second time, but he'll take one right up the middle.
Here's a Rondo Posada. Just stepped on his bike.
I knew you were going to tell everybody.
And I'm sorry, I can't control myself. Really unprofessional. Really bad job by me.
It's a bad job by me. I've got to work on my footwork in the booth. I never thought I'd say that in my life.
Whiplash. Guy's head just goes flying. Like a fish who just bit on a hook out of nowhere. As that's a foul ball. Sweet snag by Ziggy though. Showing off the skills. The foul ball. Between Hosley and Donaldson, they have recorded 11 outs, 9 of them from the strikeout. Wow. Make it 10 of them out of the 12 outs they've gotten. Boy, that was a generous call. Around the outside corner, another look here. Good frame by Bill Leroy. Mondo caught looking, and he can't believe it. Tough way for Becerra to be retired. Donaldson gives up the 2-out single, but picks out 3 punchies along the way. And visitors outside of Terrell Prime looking to put the ball in play. Ty Jackson fly out outside of Prime's home run and single. The only other time a ball has been hit between the foul poles. The only other out the visitors have made besides the 10 strikeouts was Joe Nelson Smith Jr. being picked off at second.
It is a pretty wild night, not what the visitors wanted in terms of a start offensively. And they're outpacing the Bananas 5 trick plays to 1, and really because the visitors just simply aren't putting the ball in play at all.
Talking to my roommate here in Indianapolis, Cowboy Kyle Lewis, he said, boy, these guys can hit, and they can. And the resumes say that. Through their numbers across their first 5 games. And the big keys for them is how tough they have been to strike out. Of course, then you throw Danny Do-It-All out there, who's one of the best strikeout pitchers we've ever seen in Banana Ball. Jared Donaldson, who racked up 121 strikeouts in 99 and a third innings in his senior campaign at Georgia Southwestern. And when he's on, he can be a strikeout machine as well. And you get those 2 guys cooking, it doesn't matter if you're facing the New York Yankees, you're going to rack up some Ks.
Again, it seemed to be a formula that has worked for the Bananas to win a lot of series finales, and series in general, I should say, as well. And it was Donnie last year in 2023 who finished just 1 strikeout shy of 100 on the tour.
Bill Leroy will swing it here to kick off the 4th. Bill came in the 5-hole for Ashton Lansdell. Grounded out in her first career Banana Ball at bat. Stephen Chambly reached the 7-year Banana with a heater behind his keister.
That is Chambly and Taylor Justice trying to give Bill Leroy a taste of his own medicine right there.
This one on a couple hops to KJ Jackson, goes between the legs twice. And he is dazzling with the trick plays. 2nd tonight, 8th of the tour to Ty Armando for the team lead. Another look.
Spectacular stuff from KJ Jackson, flashing the leather at that shortstop position, and you're hearing some audible gasps from the crowd here in Victory Field, wowed by what Jackson is doing as another one is hit his way. Despite laying out for that one, it not really close to his glove. It's a single up the middle for Robert Anthony Cruz.
Ratt, the former Washington Nationals minor leaguer, has been one of the hottest men in Banana Ball as of late. He represents the inning-winning run on first. Chambly has done an incredible job of stranding base runners so far tonight. Left runners on the corners in the 2nd in an inning which he had no run support. Left DR Meadows on 3rd in the 3rd in the exact same situation. And gave up an unearned run in the 1st. Should have been a 1-2-3 frame for him, with the help of a caught stealing mixed in. 3 up, 3 down would have been a better way to describe it, but a trick play missed with 2 outs left the door ajar, and And an error ended up allowing the Nanners to tie the inning at a run each, or else the visitors would be winning this game in points. 1-2 here to Jackson Olsen. Popped foul. Chamblee has a plethora of ties to Banana Land. Another one of the fascinating ones. In 2020, during the bizarre COVID summer of baseball, he was in the Liberation League. As this one laced into right field, base knock for Jackie, who is 2 for 2. After going 2 for 3 last night with 2 doubles. He's 2 for 2 tonight with the double and the single you just saw. Chamblee played for the Indiana Barn Owls and the Baseball Resume Bandits right here in Indiana, in Huntingburg. And when he was on the Bandits, Ray Ortega was his head coach as Dylan Karahashi Choi Fu tries to go behind his back in a big spot. Misses the trick play. And now the bags are full for Ryan Cox.
That is not the ideal spot to be trying a trick play if you're Dylan Karahashi Choi Fu. Should have been a little more focused on collecting that second out. He had the momentum taking him towards that second base bag and should at least tried to erase Olsen on the base paths.
It's tough to double up Alexiadis, but there was a chance there if he didn't get tricky with it, as this one is flared into shallow right center. It's going to drop in front of Becerra, and the Bananas walk off the 4th inning and claim the first point tonight.
Great to see from Ryan Cox. 2 hits in this ball game and his first 2 in the month of June. Can take a nice sigh of relief. Know that it's the Bananas scoring first in night 3 in Indy.
It's no wonder you don't have any friends. Wow. Only a true friend would be that, Juliet.
Nanners doing their best donkey impersonation. Raph playing the role of Trek. Makes sense. And we'll get it down to Emily Cole on the field.
Bananas owner, Emily Cole.
400,000 children and teens in foster care across the country without a permanent home. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, Bananas Foster is celebrating Ashley and Savannah Fettig. They are K-Club members and were drawn to foster care after we launched Bananas Foster here in Indianapolis 1 year ago. This couple has a heart for LGBTQ teens and have already welcomed one into their home in the last few months since being licensed and are in the process of welcoming another. K-Clubbers and fans, please help me welcome to the field this amazing couple so that we can celebrate them for all that they're doing for teens here in this community.
Of shout-outs that you could ever dream up for Ashley and Savannah Fettig. They are legends of Banana Land. They have been Some of our favorite folks in the BTV world for years now. And inspired by everything going on in Bananas Foster, they're making a difference here in Indiana.
They're two exceptional individuals, like many of our K-Club friends. Nothing but glowing things to say about them, and they've been longtime supporters of the Bananas organization as a whole. As soon as Bananas Foster started up, they jumped at the opportunity to support in another way. They are just tremendous folks.
It's all about right there. Shout out number 3 to you two, Ashley and Savannah. As Indiana Stanley takes one inside, facing his 2022 Bananas teammate.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're
Donaldson, Indiana Stanley and company waiting for Vincent Chapman to dust off home plate and dance his tail feathers off. Most impressive, as per usual.
Furious, I would say. Trackman reads it at 57.5 shakes per second for Vince.
Unbelievable numbers. Speaking of unbelievable numbers, Indy this past spring at Columbia College hit .450, slugged .754, reached base at a .518 clip. Chops this one to EJ, who has no time for a trick. Crosby left the bag, comes down on it just in time for out number 1.
It's Eric Jones Jr. with Bill Leroy entering the game, who's moved over to third base. In his first action, a little bit of a high throw, but Brandon Crosby, good job coming down and getting on that bag before Stanley could get there. Donnie's able to retire an old battery mate.
The switch hitting second baseman Travis Monyo. Behind 0-1, hops over to the right-handed batter's box. Behind 0-2, he'll go back to the left side. One of the most impressive resumes in Banana Land. As he slaps this one into center, it'll fall for a base knock after a home run of the cycle evening ago. Worked the sprint his first time, he's now 1 for 1. He started his collegiate career at Oregon, got to play for Team USA after that. He went the JUCO route. Ended up at Orange Coast College before finishing his college career at the University of Arizona, back in the Pac-12. Said after his first weekend of Banana Ball, his body was more sore from dancing than anything. It's like a Zumba class for 4 hours. One of my favorite quotes I've ever heard from a Banana Ball player. 1-2 count here on KFC as Donnie checks on Monyo.
I was a big fan of Banana Ball is dreamland for baseball.
That's also a Travis Monyo special. Nice block there by Leroy. The pride of Indio, California on first base. Travis also said getting to watch Baber and Acuff was really special, seeing how they go about their business in practice leading up to games, and then how they execute trick plays when the lights are shining the brightest. It was a treat for him.
It's taken a lot of inspiration for them. Feels like they've always got 3 solid trick plays up their sleeve that they can rip at any time. And he said that's one of the big goals for him, was to have 3 go-tos that he could feel very confident in before leaving Banana Land this summer.
KFC breaks out looking against his 2022 Bananas collegiate teammate. That one too close to take. You see it cross right around the visitors on his jersey. Out number 4 for Donaldson. His A+ stuff tonight. And the point in the 4th to put up another goose egg. One here to Max Friese. Munoz with a delayed steal, and the throw from Bill is offline. Olsen cannot grab it. Ends up deflecting into right. The throw ended up getting a piece of Munoz. He was not in any position to think about another bag. Another look, yep, off the glove of Jackie, off the shoulder of Munoz, who will grab his first career stolen base in Banana Ball and most likely pick up a bruise along the way. Joe Nelson Smith Jr., the designated runner, will hop in for him.
I don't think it's going to be likely one of those things that takes Munoz out of the ball game by any means. Now the visitors just trying to make sure they get a little bit of a speedier runner on who can possibly come around and score. But after running the count full, Jared Donaldson bears down and collects strikeout number 5 and rips the backflip coming off the mound as well.
After Hosley got 7 of his 9 outs via the K, Donaldson's gotten 5 of his 6 in the same way.
We have Sherry
down to the young professor for some Grandma Gladiators.
We've got Carolyn, who is 66. They're going to be battling it out here for your entertainment, and you will decide who the best fighter is. Fighters, are we ready? And on your mark, get set, fight! There they go, battering each other mercilessly. I don't know who has the advantage. She's backing her off. Sherry. Oh, taunting her opponent. She doesn't like it one bit. She took the sweater off, and they're right back to the action here. This could be anyone's game. They're hitting each other way harder than I thought that they would. Maybe you can get out of the way. We have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Indy, it's time to bump. Is our winner Sherry? Is our winner Carolyn? I'm so sorry, Sherry. Give it up for Carolyn, your winner of Grandma Gladiators.
We say goodbye to the Grandma Gladiators and hello to Armando Becerra in center. Mondo, how you living, buddy?
I'm doing great, Pico. How are you, man?
Could not be any better, my friend. Now, did you agree with the crowd on the winner there in Grandma Gladiators?
Absolutely. I mean, I wasn't watching too much of it. I got the back end of it. I definitely think the win was fair.
Mondo, you have adapted to Banana Ball better than I could have ever dreamed as your fellow former CPL Banana Cole Kitchen steps in, and the second pitch he fires nails Brandon Crosby.
A little plunk there.
And it looks like the Nanners are going to join Crosby on the first baseline. And they're going to kick their way to first base.
There it is.
Ashton Lansdell was the first to join Showtime.
Man, that is athletic out of the group. In unison.
Well, speaking of athletic, Mondo, how the heck in your first 5 Banana Ball games did you go a perfect 8 for 8 in trick plays, including 5 of them behind your back?
Well, Pico, I mean, I really just got the right moment to get them, the right hit ball to get them, and I think that's all it led up to, really. I got a good moment for it, and I trusted myself to do it, and I got it done, I guess.
Armando, were trick plays something that you were practicing before you even started your Banana Ball career?
Absolutely. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Trick plays has always been something fun to do in the outfield. In between practices, BP before the games. I'd always try to rip one when my coach wasn't watching. I didn't want to get in too much trouble. But
this one is going to be into the stands.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Not enough for a fan to make a play. Well, you took my next question from me. I was wondering how the coaches at Erskine or FIU thought about the trick plays in the outfield.
Right, well, when I knew I wanted to land over here to play in Indianapolis and Savannah for this month, that last probably 3 months of my last season, I was getting them in for pretty much every batting practice. I'm pretty sure he either didn't care or wasn't watching, really.
Brandon Crosby will swipe second base. Now 6 for 7 in his stolen base attempts after he was a fiend on the bags in the Pioneer League a summer ago. Inning-winning run in scoring position, and now Cole Kitchen is one bad one away from gifting the Bananas their second point.
All right.
Tap to short between the legs. Jackson.
Oh, great play, man.
He's got his third trick play of the ball game.
KJ's on fire.
Had a 3 trick play game against the Party Animals in the finale 2 weekends ago. Now has a 3 trick play game tonight. Absurd what he's doing, and Crosby not able to advance on that play either.
Kitchen now faces his 2021 Collegiate Bananas teammate. Cole fastball, slider, changeup, and will throw a knuckleball from time to time. Sits about 90 to 93. We saw him touch 96 in the summer of 2021. Got to see him having some fun with you.
Here he goes.
In right a couple weekends ago. Crosby getting the wave. Mondo's throw, not in time. On a hop, on the target. Crosby speed too much.
Man, that was close, I guess.
That was a good chuck, Mondo.
I tried. We'll try to get him now. We're back on offense.
Well, that was far quicker than we'd like, but it was a blast getting to talk with you.
Thank you, Vico.
Good luck the rest of the way, Mondo.
Thank you, Vico. I'll talk to you later.
Keep tearing things up, Mondo.
Appreciate it, Josh.
There goes Basetta. Right before I got to ask him what it was like sharing the outfield with Cole Kitchen, who's one of the greatest characters we've ever had in Banana Land. His former Nanners teammate ends up walking off the 5th inning on him. Nanners lead 2-0. And as the Bananas fire t-shirts off, we will give you the buzzword. We'll offer up an opportunity at a free pair of shoes courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. The link will be in the chat on Valley Live, as well as watchstadium.com. And the buzzword after this drum roll is Colts. Josh, could you spell it?
C-O-L-T-S. Named after the professional football team in Indianapolis. And there you get a look at the house that Peyton built, Lucas Oil Stadium.
Jim Irsay's stomping grounds over there. On the out for his 3rd inning of work. Nanners up by 2 points. As we kick off the 6th inning, 9-10-1 for the visitors. 2 balls, no strikes on Christopher Vasquez. The extra hitter. Gets the splitter, comes up empty. So similar to the fastball coming in. Seen many a man fooled, and Donaldson goes right back to the split. Picks up strikeout number 6.
Donaldson locked in on the mound. Had Vasquez out in front of that pitch. Now 5 visitors in this ball game have multiple strikeouts. KJ Jackson, Armando Becerra, Dylan Karashi, Choi Fu, Max Priest, Christopher Vasquez.
Donaldson has 3 straight Ks. And we'll try to make Taylor Justice the 6th visitor with multiple strikeouts on the ball game. Justice has the advantage of catching Donnie. Many of his outings 2022 in Savannah.
And Indy Stanley's visitor who grounded out against Donnie. And how about this? It's Taylor Justice knowing what Donnie has in the arsenal, lining this one, or grounding this one up the middle, and running with the bat all the way to first base.
It's his 2 former catchers and the 2 former minor leaguers. The only 4 guys out of the 10 visitors Donaldson has faced who have put the ball in play. Prime, Munyo, and Justice with the singles. One of them truly squared up. They look like line drives in the book as that one caught on a bobble, and Vincent Chapman lets the fans know. It was a ricochet between a couple of fans before it ended up being corralled. So Jackson with another life. Could not take away from the terrific play that was made on that tip drill there. Should be mighty proud. Get a souvenir. Just not an out. Ty struck out his first time he faced his former Bananas teammate. Flew out to begin the ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. I will be playing in the HBCU Classic in Arlington, in the Texas Rangers Stadium, come July. Played in the HBCU Classic a year ago in the Seattle Mariners ballpark. Went 2 for 4 in that ball game.
It was, again, must-watch TV with Ty Jackson in the ball game. Pretty cool that he got to participate in the inaugural HBCU Swingman Classic.
Putting up a heck of a fight here against Donnie. That one over our heads. Jackson all smiles. His teammates on the edge of their seats, the hypothetical seats, they're all on their feet. This one looped out to left. Robert Anthony Cruz will grab it. Route number 2, here's Jesse.
Now coming to pitch, the world's tallest pitcher. Please welcome Dakota Stilts Albritton.
What a job by Jared Donaldson. Tips his cap to his fielders. Goes 2 2/3 innings with 6 strikeouts. Scattered 3 hits, 1 in each frame he pitched.
And all his teammates lining up to give him a big congratulations for the fine performance he gave out on the pitcher's mound. Now it is KJ Jackson, who's had quite the banana ball resume. 3 trick plays in this ball game. He's faced some 3-2-2s and 6-2-2s. Now has his tallest task in Dakota Stilts Albritton. And thanks to a report from Sam Bauman, we do know that this is one of those situations where KJ said he wishes he could get up on prime shoulders to take this at bat.
It'll always be good to have another 6 feet 5 inches to boost you up. Trying to get to the 10 feet and 9 inches. And Dakota Stilts Albritton employs. This one rolled over to the right side, backhanded by Crosby. Stilts is not going to be able to beat KJ to the bag, so it'll be an infield single.
Stilts limited in his mobility. It's tough. You've got to communicate his fielders early. The second baseman needs to take more priority over that ball so the first baseman can stay at the bag. And it's Crosby who winds up with the ball and glove and nowhere to go as Jackson's speed too much for him.
Correll Prime gets the AB, fooled by the tall ball there. Also has to look out for 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs. Way out in front of the big bender. Stilts has 1 strikeout on the tour, trying to pick up another. Prime trying to figure him out. And there's the K! Sneaks the 2-seamer by him. But Stilts does the job.
It's Stilts joining the Bananas strikeout party. 3 pitches and Correll Prime not able to come up with any contact.
Another look, that had some nasty movement, big boost in velo. The guy who spent 7 years in minor league baseball could not connect. We'll get it down to the young professor.
We're going to give you a little bit of a head start out towards first base. Once you get over there, Flash is going to go. He's going to try and catch you. The first one to make it back here to home plate is the winner of this race. Brian, are you ready? Well, it's on you, my man. On your mark, get set, go. There goes Brian. Oh, he's got some wheels. He's feeling good. And there goes Flash. Here we go. Don't look back, Brian. That is not going to help you, my man. Step on the gas, Brian, because here he comes. No question about it. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, the fastest man in Banana Ball, Flash the Kid, Malachi Mitchell. Next time, my man, next time.
That's the burning speed of son of Dennis Mitchell. Former Olympic gold medalist, Cole Kitchen will be out for another inning of work. You take a look at his numbers from this past season at Santa Clara University.
Cole Kitchen with 17 and 12 collegiate record at Santa Clara University, going 260 and a third innings pitched with a 4.36 earned run average in that span. And in Kitchen's first weekend, 1 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 ball, 4 sprints, and 1 strikeout. Finished his inning in 5 minutes and 41 seconds. But it's controlled. It seems to be the only struggle for Kitchen. Wound up issuing more walks than strikeouts in his final season at Santa Clara. And of course, we saw the hit by pitch to Brandon Crosby that started the 6th, or the 5th, I should say, led to a Bananas walk-off.
Starts Michael Vitamin D out with a knuckleball that Taylor Justice can barely catch. That's a pitch he never threw in college, but now that he's begun his Banana Ball career, he said, you know what, I'd like to add a 4th pitch to the arsenal. What a play over at first base. Dylan Kurahashi, Choi Fu behind the back to the bare hand of Kitchen. Check that. Make it an unbelievable play. Over there at first by Max Price. Wow.
Price prides himself as a corner outfielder and a first baseman. Visitors not shy to move him from right to that first base position and picks up that first career trick play he was looking for.
I'd like to amend that to Max Price. His name's spelled like fries, like French fries. Pronounced Price. A bit of a bugaboo for Bika. 0-2 here on Eric Jones Jr. The visitors have moved their defense around as this one's popped towards the stands. Not caught. Kitchen showing off some Matt Wolf type skills, and that ball demolished deep to left. Caught on the track, Indiana Stanley able to grab it at the edge of the wall.
Stanley fired up, coming away with that catch. EJ just missing home run number 9. And a pretty good route for Stanley, considering this is a guy usually behind the dish.
Now Bill Leroy looking for his hairbrush. Not sure where it is, but I think my broadcast partner might have found it. Bill's still checking all over the place. And takes a bow. Yeah, there's the hairbrush. Josh, you look immaculate, as per usual. I don't think Bill's ever getting his hairbrush back. Not after the way my buddy's hair looks over here.
You're so kind.
Kidding me? Like a Greek god. The hairdo of somebody to be on Mount Olympus, not in Banana Ball broadcast.
Easy now, easy.
If you look up perfect hair in the dictionary, it's just going to be a picture of what Josh has got going on right now. 3-0 count here on Bill Leroy.
My vote's on Andrew, man of the visitors.
I can second that. Another battle between former catcher and pitcher here. Bill caught Cole quite often in 2021. Takes a healthy hack. Trying to win this inning in one fell swoop. And double his home run total on the tour. Takes this one the other way, gives it a good ride, and it's going to be over the head of Joe Nelson Smith. Roy will tumble into second base with his second double in as many nights.
Bill was selling out for a home run on the 3-1 pitch and came up empty trying to pull that one to left. Instead just figured he'd shorten up a little bit, drive it out to right center field, and still an extra base hit for Billy Barrels, and Bananas with a chance for a third straight walk-off.
Singled in the fourth inning, ended up scoring the inning-winning run, and sends this one a mile high to center. Becerra underneath it, and has it for out number 3. Nice bounce back inning from Kitchen. Pride of Woodland Hills, California puts up a 0, and it's still just a 2-point lead for the Nanners with 6 innings in the books. 41 and a half minutes on the clock. We'll get it down to the young professor.
Competition that we call Mr. Banana Olympia. They're going to hit their best bodybuilding poses, and you will determine the winner. What is your name, young man?
Nick.
Nick, how old are you?
19.
19-year-old Nick. Let's see that pose, buddy. All right, Nick is just starting to figure out what the gym is. Smattering of applause for you, Nick. That's all right. What's your name, pal?
Jake.
Jake, how old are you, bud?
40 years old.
40 years old. All right, Jake, you got a little experience. Let's see it, brother. Oh, he's blowing up. Look at that. Okay. Dang, Jake. Big Jake in the house. He hits the gym. And, sir, what is your name? Tom, how old are you, my man?
70.
He's 70 years young. All right, Tom, show these people what you got, man. Oh, they... We're still gonna vote, even though we don't need to. Is our winner Nick? Is our winner Jake? Or is our winner Tom? Mr. Banana Olympia!
Kansas City Royals 27th round draft pick back in 2019. Zach Phillips will take over for Dakota Stiltz Albritton on the bump.
34th time Billy's been on the mound for the Bananas. Pitched last night, and both of them were thrown in less than 3 minutes. He had a 2-minute and 5-second 7th, 2-minute and 47-second 8th, and 7 of his last 9 innings pitched have been thrown in less than 3.5 minutes. He's just in a league of his own when it comes to speed.
Billy owns the fastest inning of all time, 55 seconds. In Minute Maid Park, home of the Houston Astros. Was in his home state. Phillips out of Texarkana, Texas. Currently unhappy with the strike zone of his fellow Texarkana man, Vincent Chapman, as that one hits the outside corner, count full. Mondo does a good job of protecting the zone there. And he's gonna foul out to a fan. Mondo tips his cap. What a play up in the second deck.
So many of the Bananas outs have come via the strikeout. Their defense still doesn't have to do a lot of work. Instead, it's the fans who come up with a big defensive play, retiring Armando Becerra.
BJ in front of Cox makes the play. Nice stretch by Crosby to stay on the bag and retire Indiana Stanley. Mondo, the third visitor to foul out to a fan here in Indy. As we get another look at the 5-3 putout.
4 total foul balls caught in this series, averaging over 1 a game. You always love to see it in Banana Ball.
Over 15,000 fans on hand for every one of these games. The chances are great. Bill is going to try and track this one down himself. Barehands it! What a trick play by the 7-year Nanner. That thing was sky high, and he grabs his third trick play of the tour.
Tracked to perfection from Bill Leroy, getting a high five from one of his best friends, Danny Barrels. Bill picks up trick play number 3, and Zach Phillips gets out of the frame in 1 minute and 52 seconds.
Unbelievable stuff by Bill. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bananas still lead 2 points to nothing. And let's take a trip back in time.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will all members
to
of
the
United
summer
States military
of 2022. And Indiana Stanley, in his second ever game as a Banana, with one of the greatest plays you will ever seen made by a catcher, that is Dylan Kurahashi Choi Fu with the tag. This would set up the Bananas win 7-4 as Blake McGahee got the strikeout on the very next pitch. Another look, I mean, you just can't make it up. Off balance, fading away, insane pick, perfect throw. And then a few games later in his Bananas career against the Wilmington Sharks, this one off the historic Grayson Stadium scoreboard, and look at Indy racing around third. He picked himself up an inside the park home run, ends up falling a clap short on the celebration, but we won't knock him for that.
I mean, he was electric all summer long for the Bananas. Great defensively, and definitely another one of those spark plug guys offensively. One of the most aggressive guys you'll see out on the diamond.
And we are honored now to welcome in the 2022 Pettit Cup champion himself, Indiana Stanley. How are you doing, my friend?
Dude, good. Now I'm hearing your voice. That's for sure.
That's what we love to hear. What can you remember of your second Bananas game of all time, and that scoop play fired to second to get the second out in the 9th inning against the Bacon?
The only thing I remember is that you just right before that pitch happened, it was the exact same pitch. And I even put a better block on it. Like I'm saying, like a textbook block. Like it landed right in front of me. I was so, I was excited. I wanted him to go. You know what I mean? Next pitch right after that, Blake threw me another hammer. I don't know if you guys remember, but his stuff was disgusting.
He was. One of the greatest high school quarterbacks in Louisiana history as Jackson Olson picks up his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Are you saying Jackson Olson was one of the best quarterbacks in Louisiana
No,
history?
Blake McGahee.
Oh, okay.
That was just bad timing by Jackie interrupting us.
Yeah, that's truly rude of him. I'll make sure I let him know about that later. Hey, I heard you guys talking about those highlights and stuff. Y'all mind putting that on the Jumbotron? I'm 0 for 3 tonight. Everybody thinks I'm not the best player. They need to see that I'm capable of something, you know?
We'll get in contact with some people.
Thank you. Thank you. I need that.
Corell Prime makes his Banana Ball pitching debut, and this one's going to head to our man on the mic. Alexiadis through the 6-hole. Winning run up to second. Malachi Mitchell pinch running for Jackie. Alexiadis now 2 for 3. Now, can you tell us how you ended up only clapping 3 times after the inside the Parker?
Dude, I don't know if you've ever ran. Like, let's do the math real fast. So what's 90 times 4?
It's 360.
Have you ever ran 360 feet in a circle?
No.
It's it's difficult. Your mind's not really all there. And so when I did it, I was super hyped up. Just hit a triple. That's the most I've ever done on a clap. I think my max clap that I can do was 3 at that time. I didn't even know I was capable of the 4. You know what I mean? So I just did my best, man. That's all anybody can ask. Do your best.
I mean, you're from a brilliant family. You've got a sister in aerospace engineering. Another sister with a PhD in molecular biology is KJ Jackson between the legs over to first. Not in time to get Ryan Cox.
Boys, we're not doing very well with the bats, but at least we're putting up some good trick plays. And by we, I mean KJ. KJ's carrying the boats right now, boys, and it ain't ours. We're waiting for the 9th. Honestly, I never saw Danny pitch. That guy's just disgusting. That's definitely the best pitcher in Banana Ball. No offense to any other pitchers listening to this right now. Y'all are all great. He's just like great +1.
No, Hosley is the greatest pitcher in Banana Ball history.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
So
It almost upsets me a little bit.
You're not wrong there. Yeah, I understand. 1-1 count here on Brandon Crosby. What's it like being back in Banana Land, Indy?
Oh, dude, it's so much better than real baseball. In terms of just like, dude, I'm getting dominated right now. Like on the field, everything. My shirt's unbuttoned, I didn't even know it. But I'm just getting absolutely dominated. I'm still having a great time, dude. Interacting with fans. You know, they're booing me and stuff. I kind of love it. I always wanted to feel, because we played Macon so many times, dude, they just got dominated every time. I always.
That's going to walk off the inning.
Well, I always wanted to feel what that was like, you know what I mean?
To be a member of the Macon Bacon in Grayson Stadium.
Yes, so just me against the Bananas, you know, just kind of feel that thunder that everyone else feels. And I'm not gonna lie, man, being against them, it's kind of a good time.
I hear that.
It was last out of the game. I barely got on first base. I heard the loudest boos I've ever heard in my life, and it was awesome. It was so cool.
That's what it's all about. Indiana Stanley, you're one of our favorites all time. You're an absolute legend. We love you, man. Thank you so much for getting mic'd up.
I didn't hear a word you said other than me being a favorite of all time. And thank you, sir. You're my favorite broadcaster of all time.
You're the man, Indy.
Love you guys.
Love you too, dude. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, hopefully they re-sign me. Maybe talk to Jesse about that.
There goes Indy. As the Bananas earn their 3rd point of the ball game, Crosby grabs his 4th walk-off of the tour. Bananas have walked off 3 of the last 4 innings. But remember, every run counts as a point in Banana Ball, so the visitors still have an excellent chance of coming back and winning this ball game in the 9th. That all-important final inning is Maceo Harrison and Vincent Chapman compete in a little Banana Land dance roulette.
Let's see what you get on the roulette board. Yeah, belly dancing to This Girl Is on Fire. All right, Mace.
Well, this was a family show. Now it's a dysfunctional family show. Next one, Vince. The Waltz to Firefly. All right, fellas, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Vincent Chapman and Maceo!
Two of the best dancers.
Now batting for the visitors, number 10, Dylan Kerr.
I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing in my life. Maceo, of course, can dance a variety of styles. It's his body like nobody I've really ever seen in my life. And the latter, he said about Vincent Chapman as well.
How do we get them as partners on a season of Dancing with the Stars?
We're probably about 2 years away from that. Maceo as the professional, Vincent as the celebrity.
It feels like it's just a rating smash, if you will.
Dylan Kurahashi, Choi Fu. Zach Phillips out for his 2nd inning of relief. Had a terrific 1st inning of work. Foul out to a fan, a trick play catch from his catcher. 1-2-3 went the visitors. And on 3 pitches, Choi retired by the former Royals minor leaguer.
Now 15 total strikeouts in the ballgame for visitors batters. Just have not been able to get anything truly going offensively outside of that solo shot from Terrell Prime in the 1st.
Priest the other way, Alexiadis underneath it, tornado catch! Wow! Battling with his cape, Super Reese grabs his 3rd career tornado catch, each one better than the last.
And now we have reached 10 total trick plays in the ball game between the visitors and the Bananas. Reese Alexiadis with a tremendous play. Again, I cannot believe the ball did not get caught in that cape somehow. It's just Super Reese for you. He can truly do it all. And Zach Phillips fields this comebacker, flips it over to Brandon Crosby, and it's a 1 minute and 20-second inning for Zach Phillips.
Knocks it down with the bare hand. He's retired all 6 visitors he's faced. And the man with the fastest inning of all time produces another incredible number. That one will be in the top 30.
Tied for the 19th fastest inning in banana ball history.
Okay, it'll be in the top 20. In fact, the top 19, if we want to get exact. He is something special. Mariners take their 3-0 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Jesse Cole lets everybody know it's time to light up the sky here in Victory Field. Return the home of the Indianapolis Indians, AAA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yellow for the 3rd and final time here on this weekend. Get a great look at the 348th straight sold-out crowd in Banana Land. 349th straight sold-out crowd currently watching the Firefighters and Party Animals battle in Grayson Stadium. They're heading to the 9th inning. Party Animals up 4-1. A pair of rubber matches on hand. Both away teams won Thursday night. Bananas and Party Animals both victorious an evening ago. Each looking to win the series here on Saturday night. Jesse Cole, it's only the 6th day in Banana Ball history where 2 games have happened at once.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
Didn't really let me finish my question, but I guess the answer applies anyway.
Now batting for your Bananas, number 5, DR the Top Meadows.
Colin Stone will take over on the mound for the visitors here in the bottom of the 8th.
Saw Colin enter the game in the 8th inning last night. Unfortunately, he was the visitor who suffered the loss against the Bananas, surrendering Michael Deeb's go-ahead walk-off. Stone just didn't have incredible command of the strike zone. Allowed a leadoff ball four sprint, and then 2 hits followed. Deep smashed the highlight. But Colin Stone is going to be backed by his defense early in this outing. KJ Jackson diving over to his right and robbing DR Meadows of a base knock.
That thing was tattooed. K-Jack robs the Doctors, now 1 for 4 on the night. Dan Ober steps in. Colin is the older brother of Gavin Stone by 2 years. Gavin of the Los Angeles Dodgers, as this one knocked down by Correll Prime, flips it to Stone in time. Quick 2 outs here for Colin. Gavin just threw a complete game shutout on Wednesday night with 7 strikeouts against the Chicago White Sox, as former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer Michael Deeb steps in.
What's impressive is his brother Gavin's a guy who wields a pretty elite changeup. Colin Stone, a man who doesn't throw the changeup whatsoever.
Colin said Gavin didn't start throwing the changeup until he got the Dodgers farm system. Colin's a 3-pitch guy, 2-seam fastball, cutter, and a slider. Riverside High School, as this one's chopped. Prime will bounce it, Stone picks it up, and a nice 1-2-3 inning for Colin. And out of the Jonesboro, Arkansas area, with a terrific outing, keeps the Bananas off the board. And we will head to our final inning.
It's the Arkansas boys going crazy. Philly with 2 minutes thrown in less than 2 minutes, and now Colin Stone with a 1 minute and 28-second frame.
No trick play on that last one, correct, Josh Talevsky? Maybe. Could be. It was bounced.
I think it might have been. I think that's really what Prime's decision was there. I think it was a very intentional throw to Colin Stone.
I concur. 3-1 TPO in the book. Just have to make sure those are ironed out as you look at what getting to the final inning in Banana Ball means. Every run scored will count as a point. And if we are tied at the end of the ninth, we'll go to tiebreaker showdown. So the visitors need 3 runs to tie this game. And it will be a tall task for them. Taylor Justice in the 10-hole will be due to swing it. Then Ty and Kyle Jackson due to swing it back at the top. And we're going to have to get the job done against one of the Bananas' best arms, Austin Krasminski. Will take over for the ninth. Another former affiliated man, Prem. Out of Milton, Georgia, Atlanta area. Officially out of Roswell, from the Angels and Cubs minor league system. As Alex Ziegler has found his way to the roof here in Victory Field. We get a look at Prem's impressive numbers here in his first year of Banana Ball.
Just like Zach Phillips, Austin Krasminski appeared in last night's game, nailed down his 6 saves in 8 opportunities. He would have retired the visitors in order if not for a Jackson Olsen trick play miss, but immediately following it, Graham was able to induce a flyout against Travis Monio, who finished a home run short of the cycle. And with the visitors' 10-hole due up and Taylor Justice, we send it down to the young professor. It looks like the visitors are going to the golden batter.
Of Taylor Justice is their golden batter, Gurel Fry.
Nobody better. The pride of Bradenton, Florida. Climbed 2 for 3 on the night with a home run. The only man who has gotten him out was Dakota Still Salford. 10 for 23 here in his young Banana Ball career. Check that, 10 for 22.
We saw these two guys face off last night. The plate appearance going 8 pitches. Or Krem was able to fool Prime with an excellent slider. This plate appearance only lasts 2 pitches. It ends in a Prime flyout. DR Meadows in center field.
Well struck, but the Bananas playing Prime deep. Guy already has 2 home runs across these 6 games. Now we go to the top of the order. Correll is still in the hole, so he could get up again. Ty or KJ can get aboard. This is the last game the visitors will play on this tour. They're looking to win Indianapolis. They need to get 2 guys on against the nasty Austin Krasminski. 4-seam fastball, 693-94 as Jesse Cole takes a tumble after collecting the Banana Ball off camera. Krasminski gets a good couple laps. We'll see if we have a replay later on. That's a legendary moment. And the 2-1 count here on Jackson. We have to look out for that powerful fastball, the circle changeup, and a slider as you get another look at the wipeout. This one bounced to Cox, fields it between the legs. Oh, what a trick play by the glove magician for out number 2 in the ninth.
Ryan Cox, knowing the Bananas are up 3 points in this ball game, collects their 4th of the game, opens the jersey, reveals the Indiana Pacers jersey he's got on. Spectacular play for Ryan Cox. You know, at any point in the ball game, he is not afraid to go for the trick plays. That one of his finest.
Just like a snazzy Tyrese Halliburton pass, that one between the legs. KJ Jackson is the last hope for the visitors. 1 for 3 on the night. 9 for 23 across these 6 games. He's been terrific. As Krasminski falls off the mound, that will be a balk. Should be a balk. It should be a ball. Looks like the Chapman Company are going to let it slide. KJ Jackson saying the same thing. I should have a 1-1 count. Then the count now 1-1. one misses a pinch, down and in. 2 balls and a strike on the visitor shortstop. And now the visitors down to their final strike. Loose is wild. Did he check his swing? No! Wow. The Bananas win it 3-0 on a controversial strike 3 call by third base umpire Justin Jones, who did not have the angle he did, but from up here it looked like KJ Jackson easily checked that swing.
I think I agree with you, Biko. Nonetheless, even KJ had been able to reach on the base pass. Don't know if the visitors' offense would have been able to do any more against the Bananas pitchers tonight. An absolutely brilliant performance for Danny Hosley, Jared Donaldson, Zach Phillips, and Austin Krasminski, only allowing 1 run to the visitors tonight, allowing 0 points, and striking out 16 total batters.
Bananas win Indianapolis after they split the Railroad City with the Party Animals a year ago. Dominating win tonight. They walked off the 4th, the 5th, and the 7th. And the visitors only score 1 run. It was the Correll Prime solo shot back in the 1st. We have a lot to discuss on the post-game show. We'll have to bid adieu to the visitors and hopefully see these guys in the future in Banana Ball. For now, here's Bill Leroy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your winning squad. Entertainers Alex Ziegler, Malachi Mitchell, Maceo with infielder Dalton Malden. Up next, our starting pitcher, wearing number 18, Danny Hosley. And behind the plate, number 1, myself, Bill Leroy. And our pitching staff, Cowboy Kyle Louise, Ethan Scooge, DJ the Invader, Jared Donaldson, Austin Krasminski, Andy Archer, Noah Nisnik, and Zach Phillips. And now, for the man that does it all, our utility player, number 3, Eric Joel. And our infielders, Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Brandon Crosby, Ashton Lansdale, and Danny Oberst. For our outfielders, D.R. Meadows, Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz, Michael D., and Reese Alexiades. Our coaching staff, Adam Byron, Ray Ortega, and Tyler Gillum. Last but not least, the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts Albritton. One more time for your Savannah Bananas! Indianapolis Banana Nation, you guys have been so amazing this whole weekend. Really one of our best stops and favorite places to be. So we're going to ask you to finish with one big tradition here today. 15,000 we always like to finish with our kiss goodnight, which is our Stand By Me. So we're going to ask all of you guys, with your neighbors, everyone that came together from over 40 states to be together, arms around each other. We're going to get both teams here, arms around each other, and loud, we're going to sing Stand By Me. Because you guys have had our dreams come true, bringing people together from all over the country. These guys' dreams are coming true to be a part of this, and we want to share this moment with you. So, we're going to all sing together as loud as we can to close out the night. Oh, you guys look good. Now we want to hear you.
When the night has gone,
Beautiful. Wow, Banana Nation. We're going to have our captain, Bill Leroy, close us out here.
Indy, you guys brought it tonight. Thank you guys so much for your energy, for your love, for your support. You guys showed up and showed out for 3 nights straight. We battled the rain. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We love you. So everybody, get your hands up high. Get those hands up high. We're going to say fans first on 3 when you guys are ready. So, are you guys ready? Nah. That ain't going to cut it. Are you guys ready? Boys, y'all want one more? Y'all want more? Are you guys ready? Then let's go. One more? Y'all want one more? Y'all want one more? Are you ready? One more? I'm just kidding. Fans first on 3. 1, 2, 3. We love you guys. Indy, drive safe. Thank you so much for coming. Mwah.
Bill Leroy, across his 7-year career here in Indianapolis, sets a personal record for the most Are You Readies. And we bring it up to the booth. Josh Kolevsky, Pico Scala, thank you all for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. Dominating win, 3-0 for the Nanners on the back of their pitchers. Danny Hosley, 7 Ks, across 3 innings of 1-run ball. Just gives up the solo home run to Correll Prime, and then boy, oh boy, Jared Donaldson, 2 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts. Dakota Stilts All-Britain comes in, gives up a single, gets a strikeout. Zach Phillips, tremendous across 2 innings, retires all 6 batters he faces, picks up a couple Ks. Then Austin Krasminski with the strikeout in the 9th to put a bow on it. What a way to finish up this series in Indy.
This was an outstanding performance and the greatest pitching performance we've seen from the Savannah Bananas here in 2024. Visitors started with a home run from Correll Prime in the 1st inning, and from there, it was pretty much radio silence when it came to the offense. The Bananas pitchers bearing down from there, of course. 16 total strikeouts between visitors' batters tonight, and 5 of the players in their lineup struck out multiple times, and a couple other key numbers. This game wraps up in 1 hour and 43 minutes, which is the 4th fastest game we've seen on this 2024 World Tour. The Bananas, while they struck out 16 batters, only issued 1 ball-4 sprint. It was complete command of the strike zone. And when the Bananas defense got opportunities in the field, in 9 defensive opportunities, they still turned 4 trick plays. So they were ripping them at an incredible pace when they got the opportunities. And of course, when we talk about the Bananas offensively, it was Jackson Olsen, Reese Alexiadis, Ryan Cox, and Brandon Crosby batting 7 through 10 in the order. They went 9 for 11 tonight with a hit by pitch and 2 runs batted in. And for me personally, it felt like this was the showman of the night performance for Brandon Crosby. An incredible walk-up with the Colts cheerleaders. Then he's hit by a pitch, does a kick line going down to first base, and also collects the 3rd walk-off of the game for the Savannah Bananas. The bottom of this order did so much damage against the visitors tonight, and that was tremendous to see.
I completely agree. Showtime is officially your showman of the night. And of course, a sad way to end it in the end, a 3-run deficit. It looks like KJ Jackson clearly checks his swing. That is not the call made on the field. The odds were stacked against the visitors, but it was the right part of their lineup. They had Correll Prime on deck. They had Armando Becerra in the hole. If you could get it to Mondo, that's a guy who had a 3-run home run already here in Indianapolis. Who knows what happens in the 9th inning? Krasminski has been incredible. He was superb against these guys a couple nights ago on Thursday night. But I digress. It is still time to celebrate this visitors squad. As sad as it is, the way they ended their season here, they were unbelievable across the 6 games they played.
Well, we still saw the visitors with 8 trick plays in the ball game tonight. That was really nice to see. They, of course, outpaced the Bananas because they simply had more defensive opportunities, but made the most of them. And, again, we talked about guys that we really want to see in Banana Land, hopefully in the future, 2025 and beyond. We've focused a lot on Correll Prime and Travis Monyo, and it was once again big nights for the 2 of them. They had 3 of the 5 total hits for the visitors tonight. We also saw 3 trick plays from Correll Prime at first base.
I would predict you see the vast majority of these guys back in Banana Land next year, even those who did not put up unbelievable performances across the 6 games. There's a lot of good things that you saw behind the scenes in practice, the way they interacted with the fans, the way they got crazy and out of their comfort zone on social media. This is a really, really talented group of guys, and when I say I think the vast majority, I think the vast majority of the players on this visitors team will be on an official Banana Ball team a year to come.
What's crazy is they obviously had just a small little 6-game sample, and just watching them these final 3 games, it already felt like they were Banana Ball veterans of sorts. They did not put themselves in a lot of bad situations defensively with trick plays. They had good command of the zone on Thursday night, better command of the zone tonight as well. And when I think about all the players on this roster, there's just about one positive that you can find for every single guy on the roster, whether it's what Travis Monyo was able to do with the bat, batting from both sides of the plate, what Christopher Vasquez was able to do when he was getting his starts, and what he was doing with the trick plays defensively. And Andrew Mann, a guy who was coming in and throwing multiple innings in less than 2 minutes. The same can be said for Gage Voorhees as well. And we saw more impressive stuff from Colin Stone out of the bullpen tonight. Ben Dunn was fantastic on Thursday night. And Stephen Chambly still with a really good pitching performance against Danny Hosley.
Yeah, Chambly, it's just more of the same for him. He finally bends in the 4th inning, gives up his first earned run of the ball game. But that is a start against the Party Animals and a start against the Bananas, where he pitches over 6 innings of credited innings, and he only gives up 2 earned runs, and that is unbelievable in Banana Ball. So, Chamblizi, hats off to you. Hats off to this entire Visitors squad. It was so special to get to see so many legends of the Coastal Plain League Bananas days come back and get to be a part of the spectacle that is Banana Ball here in 2024. And there will be a lot, and I mean a lot of those guys back for more action in years to come. So a big thank you to the Visitors. They bought in. They were a tremendous show here in Indianapolis. They did a heck of a job in Savannah a couple weekends ago against the Party Animals. Can't wait to see these guys back in Banana Ball. Before we shut this broadcast down, we do have to give away a free pair of shoes, courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. Drum roll, please. Pow de now. Pow de now. It might be pow de no, but pow de now sounds so much cooler. If I was a wagering man, which I am not at this point in my life, I would say it's pow de no. But come on, pow de now.
It rolls off the tongue incredibly.
That's sweet. Pow, congratulations on one of the greatest names that has ever been created in the thousands upon thousands of years of humankind, and congratulations on a free pair of shoes courtesy of Zappos. We do have to shout out the cast and crew that made this whole thing possible for the 3rd straight night. That starts with Jade Morgan on the first base camera. Jade also doing a ton behind the scenes, editing some videos that you saw on the pre-show and during our broadcast. Jade is a rising star in Bananaland. What a heck of a job she did in Indy. Same goes for Emerson Elmgren on the 3rd base camera for the 3rd straight night. The Iron Horse of BTV. She is as good as they come. On the high home, Sophia Peach, the best in the biz. When it comes to the center field camera, Jeff Haynes. What a joy it always is to have Jeff make his way all the way from Columbus, Georgia to join us on the road. He's terrific. On the wireless camera, Justin Gordon. Really neat shots all over Victory Field coming from Justin. The same goes for Lexton Fowler, a.k.a. Lex, a.k.a. Are you Lex enough? Yeah, Lex is enough. Lex is Battlestar Galactica, the Lex best thing. That's a new one.
Lexpert.
A new one, yeah, the Lexpert, and there's an oldie but a goodie. On the utility, Nick Keldy, our darling Nick. Oh, what a joy he is to have every time we get to travel with Cowboy Keldiggity and DJ Squints. He's the reason why all of our technology worked here in Indy. Nick, you are a wizard. And it takes an army. For the people back in Savannah, Georgia, this broadcast directed by Chris Haynes, one of the best who has ever done it, a legend of Bananas television. Haynesy, superb work for a 3rd straight night. On the audio, Brian Bailey, killing it on the 1s and the 2s. On the replay, one name, you know him, you love him, Kwanzi is giving you all the shots that you need to see again, especially Jesse Cole wiping out in foul territory trying to grab a banana ball. Kwans, you are incredible. On the graphics, Dakota Burnstead for a 3rd straight night, absolutely dominating. Dakota, superb work, my friend. And the same goes for Frank Guido on the scorebug. Frank, that's a mighty important job, and you were dynamite tonight. Thank you to our moderators in the chat, Scott Thompson and Colbyte_. They are so important here to the operation and create such a cool community in that chat. Thanks to our video legend, Chris Sachi, and our YouTube king, Zach Bro. And of course, this whole thing would not happen. And boy, it would happen a whole lot worse if we did somehow figure out how to do it without our coordinating producer, Kylie Saddam, because she is so good at her job. It boggles my mind, Kylie. Superb all 3 nights here in Indianapolis. Same goes to you, Mr. Josh Dolevsky, on the color commentary and unbelievable statistical savantry.
Biko, you were immaculate in Indianapolis this weekend, and your hair looked so darn good you didn't even need to use my hairbrush.
Next time, we'll see if we can break out the brush in Buffalo. I might be trying something new. Make this my own up here. Yeah, you never know. A big thank you to to Ty. Ty Jackson didn't get mic'd up. We were hoping to mic him up, and then he was a designated hitter. But thank you to Ty Jackson for existing. He is a bright light in our world. A big thank you to Alex Ziegler for hopping on the mic. Same goes to Armando Becerra and Indiana Stanley slapping the mics on in the outfield. Big thanks to the executive producers of Bananas Television. That would be Jesse, Emily, and Carrie Cole, as well as Jared Orton. And a huge thanks to Sam Bauman. He enhances our show to the nth degree. What a star he is down on the field. We will be back in action July 5th in Buffalo, New York. It will be a 7 p.m. first pitch. 6:30 p.m. will be the pregame show, the Firefighters versus the Bananas. We're going to check out Niagara Falls. We're going to get some buffalo wings. It's going to be a blast.
And we're going to do the 3rd annual BTV hot dog eating competition while we're at it.
Babe, Josh is coming. Well, Vava won't be there, but Josh is going to come for whoever thinks they can take him down. I can tell you what, it will not be Cowboy Kyle Lewigs with his tiny throat. It's actually a medical problem that Kyle has. Nobody make fun of him for it. He should not be made fun of him for it. It's how he was born. He just can't get a lot of food down at one time. Josh, I think you're prepared to dismantle Cowboy Kyle. Is there anybody who you would like to join this 3rd annual hot dog eating contest?
I'm interested in possibly having Dakota McFadden join us for the hot dog eating competition.
I think that is a very, very wise choice. And if we bring Michael Deeb in, we're all going to lose, but I think that would be pretty funny as well, just to see what the machine can do to some weenies. That is all from Indianapolis. Bananas take the series 2 games out of 3. Another big thank you to the visitors. Those guys rock. Can't wait to see what they bring to our young sport in the future. We will see you in Buffalo in less than a week's time on a little Friday night broadcast action. Until we see you on July 5th, we will see you later! It'll be on YouTube. On YouTube. For free.